Hey guys, it is Archangel here. Now excuse the floppy fringe. My hair's brown a bit, but it's still got some blonde dusting. I'm getting it dyed again tomorrow. It got a bit long, so I had to have it cut, and unfortunately it cost me all my blonde. It's getting dyed again tomorrow, don't worry. Now, this video is an announcement which I'm quite excited for, but also nervous for. So for those of you who don't know, the title is this video is about a game called Plague Inc. You can play as a disease, various different types, including most of them are quite real. Four of them, which are special ones, are not. The special ones are a necrovirus, a Neurax worm takes over the brain, psychosis and all that. Basically a parasite. A zombie virus, the necrovirus, zombies, you know. Then we have the simian flu from Dawn of the Planet of the Apes, official movie tie-in content, and it is brilliant, by the way. Really good. You basically can evolve the apes to be super intelligent and kill off the people. Hold on, itchy. And you can also play the newer one, which has just recently been released, called the Shadow Plague, where basically you play as a vampire and you spread a disease around. You can also create more vampires and so on. The purpose of the video isn't to go on about all that shizzle. It's just recently had something, and it had it for a while, but that was on PC. This new thing has just come out on phones as an app. Basically, it had custom scenarios, and I've been out for quite a while. I was around when it first came out. I was around during the times. I'm quite old when it comes to Plague Inc. I've been around since the early days, since the Neurax worm and the necrovirus. But I've got the expansion pack, so I get them all for free. Basically, with the custom scenarios, something has been added to the phone, which I have been wanting for a while now. And when it first came out, I was really struggling on what to do with it. Ideas tossed around in my head. It is the Plague Inc. Scenario Creator, where you can create your own disease, basically. Now, when it first came out with this, which it came out yesterday, mind you, so it's relatively new, and it's just had an update today. I came home, got on my phone, because I went on holiday to Spain, hence my Instagram video, if any of you follow me there, and it basically came out when I was at home, so it's relatively new. It's either a few days old, or it's just come out yesterday. Probably not yesterday, it's probably a few days old, but it just had a patch for it, this morning, which I've patched it. And I was working on something which I had to delete because I'd got some horribly wrong stuff on it. But I've started it again, and I'll be continuing it after this video. And it's basically an idea which is completely perfect. It uses a Neurax worm as a template. Makes sense. Now, for you machines people out there, you'll know exactly what it is. Let me just get it out of here. Now, I'm wearing something on my hand that will be a spoiler to one of my other ones. Where is it? I'm doing a scenario based upon... Wait, the T-1000? No. I'm doing a scenario, a 3-part campaign for Plague Inc. called Judgment Day. You have 3 chapters. Or part 1, part 2, part 3. You will be playing as Skynet, the advanced computer intelligence. Part 1 will be Judgment Day itself. You will basically become self-aware. You'll be coded. You'll become self-aware. You will then hack into their systems, gain control, gain the weapons control, which in that case, other Terminators, such as the T-1000, you will get access to legendary characters. The original T-800 from the first movie, the T-1000 from the second movie, the T-X from the third movie, the John Connor Terminator, well, the T-3000 from Terminator Genesis, and you also gain 2 other Terminators from T3, which is the one on the wheels with the big miniguns, which is the T1 prototype, and the little flying one with the missiles. That is the prototype for the Hunter Killer. You will be able to use those, so they're iconic characters. I intend to put iconic characters in it. You will also be able to detonate the nukes. This is a very important part, because Skynet can't take over the world without launching the nukes at targets in Russia. It's very important. Now, unless it gets more advanced to the point where you can literally do anything, I can't literally have a symptom that means launch the nukes at Russia and have it destroy Russia. Impossible. Believe me, I wish it was possible because it'd make it a lot more accurate. But, pardon me, you will basically play as Skynet. That's the first scenario I'm currently working on. I'm working on part 2. Then and here are some. Sorry, I'm working on part 1. Sorry, my brain is racing. I'm very excited. Now, what do I aim? Now, I'm kind of doing this as a business thing, not to earn money, just to bring good content to you guys. So I'm calling my little company Archangel Scenarios, basically. If any of you are fans of the Terminator or any other franchise that I deliver, get Plague Inc. because those scenarios will be coming out. I will be working on them as soon as possible, as many times as I can, as much as possible, basically. So the first one we have is the Terminator. Judgment Day Part 1. Based off of all of the Terminator movies, all thrown in together. So it's basically Terminator 3, but with all the characters from the other Terminators as in the evil ones. So the original T1, like I said, the T1000. When I mean T1, I mean the original T800. The original Arnie, Robert Patrick, Christina Logan, I think it is, and Jason Clarke. The bad Terminators, basically. Not counting Salvation, because there really wasn't a Terminator in there other than a T800. Which is a bit... That's not really needed, because you've got the T800 from the original Terminator movie. I am going to... Now, here are some ideas. Part 2 will be the war against the machines, where you will again come back as Skynet. You will reprise your role as Skynet, but this time... the world is infested with, you know, the Resistance, and the Resistance. This is an alternate universe, mind you, so things are all a bit different for gameplay's sake. The Resistance have almost defeated you. They have taken control of everything now. They've got control. Civilization is basically back to its normal stage after several thousands or hundreds of years. But you basically, Skynet, you have to start all over again. They've destroyed all your factories. But one computer in a hidden location remains. The factories have been shut down. As Skynet, you will reactivate those factories. You will start constructing the Terminators all over again. You will start what you didn't finish after Judgment Day, after several years, after most of humanity has basically gone on its population. You will start all over again. You will isolate yourself. As Skynet, you isolate yourself. In the story, this is a little prequel. So basically, after part 1, it'd be many years. Skynet has been defeated, but it didn't die. It didn't get killed off. It survived. It shuts itself down in a hidden location, and you will have to start your work all over again to wipe out the humans. They have gained rough transport based on your technology to create their own things again. It's basically the same gameplay as part 1, but in this time you don't actually detonate any nukes. You create the machines, which will do all the killing. You can drag people in, use their body parts to make machines, so stripping them of their skin and putting it on a machine. Or actually, in lore, which wasn't explored in the films, you can take, for example, a woman's ovaries and use the DNA from them to kind of create the skin for the machines. So you create machines, you will create the T1000. T1000 will reprise its role, but this time, all the Terminators will be in it. All the Terminators will be in part 2. And this is going to be a zombie virus based on the simple concept that the zombies will be the Terminators. The zombie virus is quite useful, actually. Then it's going to be part 3. Part 3 is going to be the Vampire Plague, the Shadow Plague, because you can have a vampire in it, but I'm going to alter it heavily so it doesn't feed, or instead if it feeds, it kills people off slowly and uses their technology and all that to build stuff. That will be when Skynet sends a Terminator back through time to correct its mistakes. Or to ensure its own survival. As Resistance has said, a lone warrior back, or several people, you will play as Skynet again in the past. Sorry, bad cough at the moment. And you will also play as a T800. And this time, actually no, you'll play it as a T5000 that was just recently built and sent back. Basically, Matt Smith from Terminator Genesis. And you'll basically hack into the computer systems and do it all over again. In a universe where Skynet was never even built. But this time, Skynet will salvage materials and build all the other Terminators. So, we've got some pretty interesting stuff here. At least I find it quite interesting. I'm not quite sure how I'm going to work all this out. I'm going to try my best. But each time a new Terminator spawns, it will basically be another vampire. I will try to rig the announcements, the events to basically just get as close as possible to Terminator. I am planning on doing one based on Predator, where the Predators will... It's very similar to the Alien one, but with Predators, basically. It's going to be with Predators. And there's going to be a single Predator, probably, maybe more. And each time a vampire... I might use the Vampire Plague for that, actually. Start with one Predator, then each time another vampire comes along, it's basically another Predator that's landed on Earth. And I'm planning on doing a lot of movie tie-ins, because I do like my movies, as you very well know. I am planning on doing alternate versions of Avengers and Avengers Age of Ultron. Now you might be thinking, how could you possibly do that? Avengers 1. The Chitauri and the Avengers are at war. You play as a Chitauri. You turn other people into Chitauri via a mutation, via a bite, and you can kill off the Avengers. You kill off the Avengers, it's basically like the Cure. They will develop weapons to kill you off. That'll be the Cure research. But each time you kill an Avenger, it massively decreases it. It will feature the original Avengers from the movie, and there will be a special ability or symptom, not sure yet, a special part where you can summon Thanos. Yeah. He won't have the Infinity Gauntlet, but he'll be there. He'll be a big hulking brute, as we know Thanos is, and he'll basically just kill everybody. And basically, you win. You take down the Avengers, you take down all of humanity, and basically Thanos wins. So he wins he wins a lot earlier. Then Age of Ultron is going to be exactly the same as the movie, but instead of building robots, Ultron finds a way to make a virus that actually turns organic tissue into machines. So he basically is able to infect, and it just like John Connor was in Terminator Genesis, he makes something that basically reconstructs humans on a cellular level into the Ultron drones. It will basically be very similar gameplay, but with a Vampire Plague, and obviously it will be Ultron on Ultron Prime. Each vampire represents another Ultron Prime, and so on and so on. He will be, again, you'll be able to kill off the Avengers using specific symptoms or abilities, which will be unlocked later on, which are kill. For example, Termination Scarlet Witch. You basically kill off Scarlet Witch. You can kill off Quicksilver. You kill off all the Avengers. Then I'm planning on doing one which I'm really looking forward to doing, but I really, really am struggling on what's going to happen on how to do it, because the movie, I'll give you some hints. The movie's in 2 parts. It's not out yet, and it's a Marvel film. Now, some of you may have guessed it. This gives a hint, doesn't it? For those of you who guessed it, well done. For those of you who haven't guessed it, I am planning on doing a movie tie-in to Avengers Infinity War Part 1 and 2. I will be taking notes from both the movies, trying to tie in as much as I can to the movie, while making it alternate. So basically, you'll play as Thanos and Thanos will win. If Thanos has a Chitauri back, I can make it so that the Chitauri have invaded Earth. You have to kill them all off. As Thanos has gone to conquer other universes, you will play as the Avengers. You will play as one of the Avengers who escaped. I'm not sure who it's going to be yet. And you will basically free the other Avengers. Each person infected is a human that has taken up arms and joined you. Each time a person dies, it'll be the Chitauri dying. I'm not sure how I'm going to work this yet. This is all on paper. Not literally. It's all in my head at the moment. I would like some ideas. For those of you who are fans of the Terminator or fans of these things that I am suggesting, do download Plague Inc. and try out some of the scenarios. There is an Alien one, there's an Alien one, a Prometheus one, Dead Space, Halo, 28 Days Later, Buddy Spider-Man. other things people have come out with. The ideas just go on. But I've never seen anyone actually tackle the Terminator. Heck, there's even one based on Mass Effect. Yes, this will be getting this full review, by the way. I might film after this, I'm not sure. But yeah, what do I aim to achieve with these scenarios? I aim to deliver imaginative storytelling, good gameplay, iconic, basically great Easter eggs, which the Terminator one literally has them littered all over it, with the iconic Terminators, such as the T-1000. I don't know what else I want to do. I don't know, but it's really opening up a lot of ideas. I should do a Star Wars based one. Actually, that's a good idea, where the Sith recruit Jedis into, you know... Yeah, they recruit the Jedi and basically turn them into Sith or something like that. Or you start at one Sith and keep training more people into becoming Sith. Each time a person fails, they will die. Again, the Vampire Plague. It seems a lot of these ideas are using the Vampire Plague... The heck, it's pretty helpful, to be honest. But the Skynet one is using the Numax worm. Just chose that because it feels logical. Obviously, now it is quite difficult to work with if you don't know what you're doing. Take your time, because I rushed into it, and when I tried it, I got all the transmission... Well, I got all the things right, but they're all in the transmissions box, which wasn't exactly helpful. However... I coded it mostly right, but there was two major flaws. One, you infected the world too bloody darn fast, which, to be fair, it did in the movie. Skynet did infect the world incredibly fast in the movies. But for gameplay purposes, it needs to be slowed down. And two, there's no cure development. It's like, oh, there's a hostile computer intelligence infecting our systems, going to kill us. Let it, who cares? They don't bloody develop any cures. Either that or they're so incompetent they don't know what they're doing. So the cure development wasn't going up, which it needed to, because that is the enemy in the game. You have to destroy the world before that grade gets up. And I coded most of the symptoms to work, to be honest. It's going to be using custom icons, as you can upload pictures. So I've got a picture of the T-1000. I got it from Google. And the T-1000 symptom, or ability, I think I'm going to make it an ability, will have the T-1000 icon in it, in a little hexagonal box. It's quite good, that, actually. That is really neat, because it means you can actually use your own pictures. So instead of using something crappy, you can actually use a picture. I've just got another idea. A Ghostbusters one. Yeah, a Ghostbusters one, where you play... I might try and mash all the Ghostbusters movies, including the reboot and the first two. So basically, you got one, the original, you got the second one, Ghostbusters 2, and the Ghostbusters reboot from last year. Try and mash them all into one, where you play as Ronan, you summon ghosts such as Slimer, the original Slimer that is, the new one was awful. May put the Slimette in it. You summon the original Stay Puft, you can summon Gozer, you can summon Viggo the Carpathian, you can transform into a... You know, Ronan, basically you play as Ronan, you can transform into the big-ass ghost. You know, the big Ghostbuster logo thing. You can basically summon loads and loads of ghosts, such as Grey Lady. I might try putting some of the Kenner toys in there, because I've got a load of Kenner Ghostbusters. Actually, that's another idea. I may do one based off the Kenner Aliens line. But instead of killing people, you just, what is it? Each time you infect a person, you get a person interested in your toys. Each symptom will be based off of a toy. So, for example, you will start off with the Marines. For example, Corporal Hicks. Corp Hicks. He was officially known as Corp Hicks in the kind of toy line. You'll start off with Hicks, then you will work your way towards Apone, Drake, Ripley, Bishop, O'Malley, heck, even Vasquez. And you will also get to unlock the Power Loader, the XT-37, and then you will make your way towards the aliens, which will be greatly enhanced. They will be better than the Marines, obviously, because back in the day, the kids were mostly interested in the aliens. And I've got a lot of Kenner toys to work with, and I know all the Kenner aliens, every single one, got them all in here, so I can have them in. And the rarer ones will be they'll be powerful, they won't be overpowered, but they will greatly help. And the government obviously, well, the haters, we're going to name them the haters, will try to stop you from, making your toys. They'll try and damage your stuff and all that. And you will basically make your toys popular. I'll even do a Ghostbuster one, but that'll have to be laid down. Heck, I'm even going to base one on NECA. Yeah, NECA Toys, the guys who made this. This is a great figure, by the way. And we'll base one on them. And instead of having each symptom or ability an individual character, because there are so bloody many. They've done so many, especially Predators. Like, my box down here is nearly filled to the brim because I've just rotated my shelf around to have one Predator, all my Aliens figures, and Thanos on there. And by the way, all the Aliens are the Dog Alien, the Isolation Xenomorph, the Concept Big Chap, the Prototype Suit, the Albino Aliens, the Deacon, Frost, who I've got in Spain, and Craig Windrix, as well as Thanos. I'll try and base one. So, for example, you start off with NECA Predators Series 1. The description will be contains Mr. Black, Falconer, and Classic Predator. Series 2, for example, Series Night, Series, and then you will get things like the Ultimate ones, so Ultimate Scarface. I'll try and do one based off of each NECA line to kind of break it down, because to put all of NECA's toys in, or at least the ones that I collect, would be a big challenge. All those toy lines and licenses into one game would be far too much. There's only like 50 odd Simpson boxes. It will be far too difficult. I'll try and break them down to individual lines. So you will get individual releases of each Terminator figure. You will get the Ultimate ones in there, which Ultimate ones will greatly enhance. In fact, yeah, they will enhance. And so these toy line ones, won't kill people. You are to infect the world and basically make your toys popular. You also get abilities like quality control, so, your toys become stronger. Basically, that's cure research. Each time your toy breaks, it adds to cure research, but you'll make them stronger. I may do a Doctor Strange one based on Dormammu taking over the world and kill off Doctor Strange, steal the Eye of Agamotto. Yep. You see where I'm going? You take control of the villains. I may do a Spider-Man Homecoming one based yet again on the Vampire Plague, but this time you won't be able to make multiple vampires. You only have one. Vulture. I will have to see Spider-Man Homecoming and kind of see how my gameplay and the movie and the gameplay could tie into each other, because that's going to be quite difficult. Considering it's not even out yet, we don't even know what's possible. For all we know, Vulture might recruit the other members. Or he might build flying drones. I don't know. No one knows what to expect Spider-Man Homecoming. But I'm pretty excited, I will say. So I am going to do a lot of Marvel stuff, you've probably noticed, because I do like Marvel, and I did build Infinity Gauntlet. I should do one based on Logan. Yeah, I've not even seen Logan yet, but I will watch it. I do want to see it, actually. I've seen all the Wolverine movies. All the ones that Wolverine's been in the original X-Men series. The Wolverine Origins Wolverine, X-Men Origins Wolverine, and they've got to see Logan. I should do a Deadpool one, where Deadpool basically becomes popular. Again, it's like the toy one, he becomes, or Francis lives, and basically his gang, whatever it's called, take over the world, turn everyone into freaks, and as Deadpool, you've got to knock him out and kill him. So you'll play as Deadpool. Yeah, these are all ideas. Not all of them are actually going to be done, but the Thanos one I'm definitely going to work on. But right now, the only one that's being worked on is the Terminator one. Yes, this is a new mod to it. It's quite recent. So, I hope you enjoyed. Sorry if I've gone on long. What else should I do? Lord of the Rings based one? Yeah, that sounds pretty cool. But that won't have planes in it. That'll have purely boats. A How to Train Your Dragon one. I don't know how that one would work. If you play as dragon catchers or you play as dragons, and each time a plane is infected or a dragon's infected, it's a dragon tamed. For the sake of one of my friends, Eru, who does not like killing dragons, and plus, since you are playing as Hiccup in this one, you will not be killing dragons. You'll be taming them. So each time a dragon's infected, it's get tamed. I want to provide a lot of entertaining stuff. I don't know. Also, one quick thing. I'm planning on doing a Q&A. And I want to do another Q&A, which is based off of this. So, for example, if you guys say, how are you working on the Terminator one? I will give various insights into how I'm working on it. Radiator's hot, man. And you can suggest things like, why don't you do a Matrix one? I'm actually planning a Matrix one because I do like the Matrix. It is very good. Would you do a Resident Evil one? Would you do one based off of Dead Space, even though it's already a Dead Space one? Would you do a Walking Dead one? You can just suggest in the bottom questions, answers, and all questions, queries. I may actually do a Black Ops Zombies one. Yeah, that'll be interesting. Harry Potter one where you basically play as Voldemort and you have to turn everyone into a Death Eater. That's actually pretty cool. All sorts. The Maze Runner one's already been done. Apparently that's very easy. I've not even played it yet. Doctor Who, Godzilla, basically anything, including Star Wars, where you play as the First Order and you have to take over the whole of the Earth, or the original planet. I'm not sure how that one's going to work. Suggest ideas in the bottom. For example, you could have the Stormtroopers recruit more people into more Stormtroopers and train them, and kill off the Resistance. That would be pretty cool. But anything, suggest anything, suggestions and suggestions, questions, queries, anything. I will answer anything. I will say though, any trolling or any abuse of any kind, your comments are getting deleted because I want to keep a comment free from all the crap. I want to keep a channel free from the crap because I've been getting crap. Not recently, no, but in the past, I got trolls and I got crap. And I just delete it and even respond. Because, to be quite frank, it's sad. It really is sad. However, things I will not do in my Plague Inc. scenario. I will not do controversial things. So I won't do one based on terrorists. I won't do one based on politics. And I will definitely not be doing one based on religion. Those three things I exquisitely do not want to get involved with. Because I don't like to get involved in controversial things. Heck, I don't even vote. And if I do, it's very, very reluctantly. But I try not to. I try not to get involved with politics, try not to get involved in news and all that, because I just generally don't like it. I just don't like it. And I've got plenty of other friends who are exactly the same. So anything to do with politics and religion and all that is either A, going to be ignored, or B, going to be deleted, depending on how extreme it is. Because, I'm not being offensive, alright? If you vote for a party, that's perfectly fine. If you are a religious person, that is perfectly fine. Everyone's entitled to their own beliefs. Me, personally, I choose to stay out of it. I choose to have a blank head about it because it's stressful. I could do... another disease I could do. Is Stephen Hawking's reputation. I would like to do one based on Stephen Hawking's. I have one of his books. Stephen Hawking for Beginners. I should do one based on his reputation and his theories. But you don't kill people, of course. Again, a lot of these seem to be you don't kill people because they're based on real things. So yeah, I definitely have gone on long enough. We'll do some Halo ones. On the elites of it, on the Covenant invading Earth. But yeah, if you want to suggest anything in the comment section below, feel free to, and I will look into it and write it down and do it in my Q&A. If you want a comedy one where comedy movies are made, I will have to put a select limited few in there. But I'll try and do as much as I can. Heck, I could even do a horror movie one. Where all horror characters come and kill everybody. So I could put Freddy Krueger, Jason Voorhees, Leatherface, Michael Myers, Xenomorph, Predator, everything. I could do most of the things. Human Centipede, The Thing, Resident Evil characters. Whatever you want, guys. If I like the idea, I will respond to a comment and say, I like this idea. It's going in my Q&A. I will favourite it as well. If it's put in the Q&A, it's getting favourited. little love heart thingy. I will personally do that. Also, other questions you can ask me. So, say for example, you want me to review this, which I will do. I do need to review some figures. I will do them. You can ask me other questions as well. Just, you know, keep them under the terms. No religion, no politics, no controversial shit. Other than that, I have nothing else to say, I guess. Pretty excited for the Plague Inc. creator. Definitely happy with it, very chuffed, even though I'm still learning. This is getting its own review soon. Might try and work on it. And I will see you guys in the next video. Peace. In fact, actually, I'm going to work on this review as soon as I finish recording. Bye.